All right, guys, we're ready?
Ready.
Start the meeting. Hey, everybody on Zoom. I don't know who's on there, but yeah, let me start the. I got it. All right, so to start, I have two quick videos to show you. It's the sharing. I found them on the education little icon. When you go into Matrix, there's a little icon that says education. I clicked on there and I found two quick videos. The first one's gonna be a creative way to get your offer accepted in this market. It's gonna go you through a little 5-minute video, and the other one is how to win their trust without saying a word. So let's get right into it so we don't waste any time. First one, creative ways to get your offer accepted.
Most agents think that if a buyer offers a price over listing, they'll have a better chance at getting the offer accepted in a multiple offer situation. I found that's just not true. It's all about the terms. I'm Brady Nelson, a realtor with eXp Realty and member of the Megan Farrell team in Palm Coast. Let's take 5 minutes to talk about best practices for helping get your buyer's offer accepted when they are competing with multiple offers. My partner and I were recently working with a buyer and lost 2 properties that had multiple offers. Finally, on the 3rd property, we talked to the listing agent and got a handle on what the seller's needs were. We tailored the offer with terms that catered to that seller's needs, and our buyer got the property. The seller had other offers for more money than our buyer offered, but we hit on a term that was more important than price. In this case, the buyer was able to accommodate the seller's desires to close quickly. In addition, the seller appreciated the buyer was using a VA loan, as they were a veteran themselves. The #1 recommendation I have is to build rapport with a listing agent. Be positive. Explain how excited your buyer is about seeing the property. It starts even before your buyer makes an offer. Show up on time, talk to them about the property, let them know if you're running late. Now that you have a rapport with a listing agent and your buyer has seen the house, talk to the listing agent about the seller's motivations. What are their goals? It's not always about money. It could be that they need to get out quickly to relocate, or they want a buyer who can pay cash. That will help your buyer frame their offer. I always recommend that you try to make a connection between the buyer and the seller, adhering to fair housing laws, of course. For example, if your buyer is touring a house and you see a photo of a family member in the military, and the buyer is also from a military family, I might say to the listing agent, hey, this offer is from a family in the Air Force too. I noticed that the seller served in the Air Force as well. Buying and selling a house is an emotional transaction. So finding points of connection that stay within the fair housing guidelines makes it more personal. For the offer itself, there are several terms I found that help get sellers to notice and accept your buyer's offer. If the sellers are motivated to accept the highest offer, an escalation clause can be added stating that the buyer will go a certain amount above the highest offer made. Another thing I may suggest is for the buyer to make a higher initial escrow payment or offer to put down an additional amount after the inspection period. For example, they may put 20% down with the offer, then promise another $5,000 down once the inspection is completed. I will photocopy the deposit check and include it with the offer, letting the listing agent and seller know that we have the check in hand, ready to drop off to the title company as soon as the contract is executed. To give the seller confidence in the buyer, make sure they have a strong mortgage approval. The additional escrow deposit plus the strong mortgage pre-approval will show how serious your buyer is about getting the home. I will even call a home inspector and tentatively schedule the home inspection before sending in the offer. Then I'll include documentation that the home inspection is already scheduled, providing the buyer wants the deal to close flawlessly and quickly. Shortening that inspection is a great good faith incentive for the seller. Plus, if you can offer a 7-day home inspection, the seller only risks taking the property off the market for 1 week rather than the 15-day standard. Finally, when you're ready to present the offer to the listing agent, pick up the phone and call them. We've been on the other side where an agent emails us an offer and never follows up. Then a day later, they ask if we saw their offer. Real estate professionals are inundated with emails every day. When you send an offer, confirm that it was sent by texting or calling the listing agent. Just by using these techniques, I've won the property for the buyer several times. I'm a firm believer that it's not always about the money. People will pay more to go to a Ritz-Carlton, right? That's because they know the experience will be smooth. It's the same for real estate. The sellers may be willing to take less for their home if they know the transaction will go smoothly. Real estate is all about relationships and connections. By making those and proving you are a trusted professional, you'll win more multiple offer situations. After all, the transaction starts between two realtors.
All right, so
Very
Those
true,
are
folks.
really-
Make a relationship
really
with your
good.
agents.
really good
Very
points
good.
there, so
Very
let's
good.
write this down,
That
okay?
is true.
When you're gonna go, you like to build rapport with the listing agent. Hey, my client's in the military too, or try to like find points of connection. In that offer, the main things right now, closing date, how fast can you get the client to closing? That's gonna be something that they want to see, the sooner closing date,
The
as,
better.
as best as you can. You talk to the lender, say, hey, how fast can you close this deal? Right, inspection period. There's no 10-day inspection periods anymore, people. There's no more than that. You gotta get that inspector out there. I would say 5 to 7 days inspection period is well more than enough time to get an inspector out there, and you'll impress the listing agent that way. Ask the agent if there's anything specific that
That
the
they're
seller's
looking for.
looking for. I saw Lizzie do it right there on the phone with the listing and the keys. She's like, let me know what the seller's looking for. And if something comes in, please keep me updated, because my buyer is willing to be competitive. Okay, so closing date, inspection period, build rapport.
Rapport is A-R-P-P-O.
A
A-R-A-P-P-O-R-T.
R A O R T report, you're right. Okay, so build rapport, closing date, inspection day,
What about that
inspection
escalation?
period, the escalation clause, it's really tricky. But if your buyer has
The money.
the money and they really want the house, and you explain to them what an escalation clause is. If something comes in and your buyer is willing to come in like 5,000 above that, the listing agent, will let you know, and then that escalation clause will take effect. Closing date, inspection period, just quick things to help your offer get accepted. Anything else you would like to add, Lizzie? The closing date, quick closing, the inspection period, 5 to 7 days, escalation clause, if your client can come in with more money. Anything else that he went over? I think that's pretty much it. And that's just something I wanted to share with you guys. It's off of the little icons and matrix, the education icon.
Oh,
All right, the next one is how to win their trust without saying a word. Brandy, can I have a napkin to take that off? Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. It's a quick video you can watch. Thank you. All right. So this next one is how to win their trust without saying a word. It's basically about first impressions. First impressions is everything in real estate. You want to make sure that you give a good first impression so that they'd want to work with you in the future as well, and recommend to friends and family.
Within 50 milliseconds, our brain judges whether we like or dislike, trust or distrust. Consciously, we don't realize this is happening, but within 7 seconds, we start looking for reasons to back up that initial impression. Hi, I'm Pamela Barnum. Let's take 5 minutes to share insider negotiation strategies I learned working over 20 years in the criminal justice system. First, as an undercover police officer, and later as a federal prosecuting attorney. I continue to research how nonverbal communication and deception detection impacts negotiations in my coaching and consulting business. The trifecta of know, like, trust is important in business, but trust is the most important because we'll often do business with people we don't know very well, and even with people we don't like very much. but we don't do repeat business with someone we don't trust. Communicating that you're trustworthy is critical. And it's not just what you say, it's how you say it that matters most. Remember, people are making split-second judgments, so a good first impression matters in successful negotiations. One example within North America and Western cultures is eye contact. In fact, the research tells us that when people avoid eye contact or continually shift their eyes away, they're viewed as less trustworthy. So maintaining eye contact for at least 60 to 70% of that interaction goes a long way in making someone feel seen and appreciated, which translates into more trust. If you're shy or having difficulty making eye contact, you can practice by looking at the eye color of each person you meet. Making appropriate eye contact becomes much easier over time. And remember, too much can be viewed as aggressive or even a little bit creepy. Too little eye contact is seen as disinterested or untrustworthy. Eye contact with a neutral expression is fine, but next level trust is built when you incorporate a genuine smile. Not a fake or a forced smile, people can spot that immediately, but a smile that lets people know you're genuinely interested in them. Remember when your mom told you to stand tall or sit up straight? Well, she was giving you some great negotiation advice. An upright posture makes you appear confident, interested, and ready to engage. Just think about the last time you spoke with someone who was all hunched over or slouching. Did they appear engaged in the conversation? And did you feel you could trust them? A confident, upright posture is great, but not if you appear rigid and closed off, which can happen when we fold our arms across our body. Now, maybe you're cold or you're trying to show off your pumped up biceps, but many people subconsciously interpret those crossed or folded limbs as closed off and disinterested. So it's best to keep an open posture when possible. People often think non-verbal is only about body language, but it's actually everything except the spoken word. This includes surrounding areas like your desk, office, or meeting space. If possible, get out from behind your desk. That way, you're removing a perceived barrier between you and the person you're negotiating with. An added bonus would be to offer comfortable seating, have great natural light, and more open space. This type of environment encourages collaboration and builds trust. Displaying trustworthy nonverbal cues and decoding the signals sent by others takes patience and practice, but it's worth it, especially in high-stakes negotiations. Sending the wrong signals or misreading the other person can hurt your chances of a successful transaction.
Right.
I need a more open and bright office space.
Yeah.
This shit ain't working in here.
We need some natural
We
light.
need some natural lighting up in here.
And we need some couches.
That shit really made me think about when I walk somebody in there and I close the door, it feels all like.
Cramped in there. It's too dark in here.
Or like I'm fucking interviewing them like an investigation, FBI, tell me the truth, God damn it, word.
Where's
Show
the,
me your credentials.
where's the light?
Yeah.
Where's the light?
Show me your credentials.
Well,
Where's
Zoom
the little
people-
light?
Well, Zoom people, just Yesenia, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
Ya oíste. Okay, so eye contact, posture. Remember that when you're talking to someone and you're like, yeah, because you have to be looking at that person, making sure that they're noticing you, make sure that your posture's up, none of this, none of, just.
Not
it's-
showing off your biceps.
I know, but people, even though you don't see it, people look at it as she's not approachable,
Yes.
not
Be
approachable.
very cautious of your body language. It's a
Body
big-
Smile,
language, right.
smile, a genuine smile.
The smile.
Not the fake smile.
Not the-
Jenny's an expert at the fake smile.
I am.
I know you are.
Yeah, that was
I
kind
can
of
do
fake.
it.
That was kind of fake.
Eye contact, posture, smile, and you said body language.
Body language, yes.
No crossing the arms.
No crossing the arms, smile, make sure you look at them. This is all going to build, she said, know, like, trust. So it's gonna build trust with your
Genuine
clients,
trust.
genuine trust with your clients. All right, so Oh, shoot.
I
I didn't, I have, no, I don't have, I need it because I'm gonna do the CMA training.
Oh,
Eye contact, let me take a picture of this before I,
you put next to eye contact 60 to 70% of the time,
70.
so that it's not creepy and you're not like 100% of the time staring at the person.
And sometimes you have to stand behind the desk. she
yes.
said.
Yeah, anytime somebody's getting there, introduce yourself, face to face, then you sit
Smile,
behind your desk,
posture.
Or fist
Nice.
bump.
Don't just get up
No,
from behind your
no
desk.
fist pump,
Fist-
Lalo.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
You can't handshake nowadays.
Oh, okay, fist pump, fist pump, fist pump.
Fist bump. You can't handshake because of COVID.
It depends sometimes.
Okay.
I still see people handshaking.
So now that we went over the creative ways to get your offer accepted and how to win their trust without saying a word, those are some tips and tricks that I wanted to share with you guys, but we're gonna get into the real nitty gritty today with the CMA training. Yesenia,
Yes, I'm here.
sí. Te puedo mandar el link al video para que lo tengas for future reference. CMA training.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna do it straight off of Matrix to show you the real way
All right, let me.
to
sign
do
up
a
to make it.
CMA. Sign into your Matrix, Missy, when you get a chance. Let me know when you're all signed in.
Hold on,
Let me sign in, because I'm telling you guys to do it and I'm not
Let me
doing it.
go in there.
I'm in.
Matrix.
See, let's get in the Matrix. You're in, oh crap,
Ready.
I don't know what I clicked on there, but
I'm
it's
almost
not
there.
Matrix. I'm almost there too. All right, we're gonna see what my house is worth today.
Yay. Put it up for the market.
No.
Put it in the market.
Okay, so obviously this is your main dashboard screen in the Miami Matrix. You're going to first do a search. So basically you're doing a search. I'm gonna go to search single family condo because my house is a single family.
Okay.
And here we're going to put things that are going to be comparable to your property. So you want to find properties that are comparable. We need to put in here in the status, we're gonna find closed properties in the last 6 months. I'm gonna leave active on there because I want to know also what's active in the area. You could add pending as well,
Okay.
just to see what might close, because those things are pending to close, so they might close in the next 30 days. That may be good for your comparable.
Should we put that?
I'm gonna leave it for purposes as we don't have a long list. I'm gonna just leave closed and active for now. If you want to put pending, you can. All right, we're gonna put Miami-Dade County. Bedroom. So I have a 3-bedroom. So we're gonna do 3 bedrooms plus.
What?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And up here, so we went from status,
How do I
we're
put
gonna
it?
put single family here on property type.
How did you put plus?
You just put the plus button,
I did. It doesn't do it.
did you put 3 plus?
I'm trying to read. Yeah, 3 plus.
Oh,
Put
it's not,
minus.
you have to put shift.
Oh, shit.
Shift. There you go. Okay. All right, 3 plus. Also I have 2 full bathrooms. Let's leave bathrooms by itself so we can see if there's something with 1 bathroom that can slightly be used as a comparable. Let's leave it there. And let's put, no, we're not gonna put zip code because we're gonna come up here. You see where it says map search?
Yeah.
Okay, right here, you put a quarter mile from, the address is 25505 Southwest 125th Court. Comes up. If it comes up for you, click. Okay, so I have 8 matches that have closed or are active in the last 6 months to the address that I put in there. All right. We're gonna click results.
Got mine.
Okay. Nice comparables.
Yeah.
All right, so at the bottom, we're gonna start from the bottom of closed sales. It is 25305 Southwest 125th Court. It's sold for $315. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,200 square feet. I'm gonna go to miami-dade.gov to get the exact square footage on my property.
Wow.
Okay. Because remember, appraisers are going off of the living area to do their appraisals. 125th Court. Sorry, I can't see very well.
Good court.
It's okay.
Come on.
Oh, it's a. I'll see here. Oh, I put the wrong address, people.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Well, nobody would know that but you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I just can't see. That's why it didn't come up. David Torres right here. Okay, so square footage, living area with 1,300 square feet.
All right, so I was small.
Okay, so that one's slightly smaller. All right, what is it? Is it a townhouse, Adro?
It's a single family.
Oh, it's a single family. Oh, it's Mauricio's house. Now we know what it's sold for. Mr. Mauricio, pobrecito, porque para descanse.
Hey, he got $1 more than what he asked
Oh yeah, I did. 314.
for.
Okay, so 315. So this is a slightly good comparable. It's slightly under my living area, but it's still very close. It's on my same block. Okay. Anything else we should look at, Lizzie?
When did it close?
It closed in the last 6 months.
Yes.
Closing day 8/31.
Oh, last year.
Okay, well, the
Last year,
reason why
August.
I asked, even though you're putting 6 months in the
Oh,
search,
it's James Bunyan. How funny.
if it's 6 months to today's date, you kind of might not want to use that as a comparable. Why? After 6 months, they kind of knock those out, right? The value has gone up, time difference is
So
too much.
this is exactly 6 months from,
Right,
this
so
time
you
frame.
can keep it on your list, but keep in mind that it might get kicked out, just like when she said to put pending sales, those are things that might close that you can add, just like
Right.
things might get kicked out, you can add
Exact.
to your value.
So right here, this 25424 Southwest 127th Court, although it's close, it is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom with 354 more square feet than mine. So we're gonna skip that one for now, go up to the next one, 12761 Southwest 256th Street.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a 3-2, around the same square footage, around the same year,
Yeah.
for 340.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I'm gonna click
What
on
was your
that
square
one.
footage again, Jimmy?
1,300.
Because I did 90 days back instead of going back as far as, and four came up.
Yeah,
So I'm looking for,
it's 1,300.
Huh.
So this next one up here says 25421 Southwest 127th Avenue. It's a 3-1, so I have one more bathroom. Although I have less square footage, I have one more bathroom. So this one in 1975, single family as well. Looks like it might be a good one to use as well.
It's sold, right?
Yeah, this one closed for 357.
57.
A 3-1. Let me look at the interior because sometimes they're
It
like
looks like it was
completely renovated.
Yeah. It's completely
Does it?
renovated inside.
Oh, it's
does the
nice.
bedrooms and bathrooms really uptake or downtake, or is it more mainly the square footage?
It's usually the bathroom, depending on the stuff.
The
that you go
square
up and down.
footage is what the appraisers are gonna look at. Now you can adjust the bathrooms and the bedrooms accordingly. So usually you can maybe put, each bathroom is either 5 to 10,000, a pool is like 10,000. So you give or take on the price depending on what your subject property has. In my case, I have one more bathroom. I have somebody else on here. Hi, Michelle. How you doing?
Hi.
Our CMA training.
You have to add for the bathroom, but then deduct for the square footage, because
Right.
it does have 140 support.
Oh,
So to me, that would be, look, when you're doing comparative, you stand in front of the-
You see the two.
when you're doing comparative, this is how they taught me when I was getting my license, okay? Subject house, is 1,300 square feet, 3.2, right? Your comparable has one less bathroom. What happens to the comparable? You go down, right? And then the comparable has more square footage, so you go back up. So they're even.
Right.
So that's a perfect comparable
Yeah.
because you're right there.
Yeah.
You're right even.
And let's see when it closed in November, so that one's a
Perfect.
little bit, yeah,
That's a good one.
that one's a good one. Damn, my house is worth 350, girl.
I'm
Okay.
looking at one that closed up sold at 400, it's got your square footage, but that's why I was asking about the bedroom and bathroom.
Has
'cause
an
it
extra
says
bathroom, so I would knock
4.3.
15,000 off of the
Look at
price.
the
So you're looking at the
25626.
385
see it
comparable
on
for
your
that
list?
one.
Oh, the one for 400.
Uh-huh.
That was listed at.
Yeah, it's
35.
Square
Yeah,
footage
yeah,
is
yeah.
1321.
Wow, let's look at this one
It's
first.
a newer home though, and it has
Yeah.
an extra bedroom. So
Oh,
you have to
yeah.
Reduce those.
It is, okay, so let's look at 25252 Southwest 124th Avenue. This is a 4.2, it has 500 square feet more, so I wouldn't use that one for my CMA for a seller, just because then, you know, you kind of confuse them a little bit. So I wouldn't use that one, but I would definitely use that 400,000 one. That 25626. 4.3, it's the same square footage as mine, but like she said,
Yeah, but it has an extra bedroom and bathroom.
it has an
bathroom,
extra
yeah.
bedroom and bathroom, and it's a newer home, so appraisers do take that into consideration.
Yeah.
So would you
Okay,
throw that in with your,
You're looking at if you
Report or
add the.
I would throw it in with my report, just because the square footage is there, and then the appraiser can add or subtract
Adjust
whatever
it,
he needs to
basically.
subtract for the time frame of the house being built and that extra bedroom and bathroom.
yeah.
You're looking at about probably $20,000 less, so it's still like around 380.
Yeah, so let's look at this 4.2 right here, 1,800 square feet. I would throw it in there as well, just because it's in between those two amounts.
Which one's that one?
The 252. Oh, no, we said that we weren't gonna use that one. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Okay, so right now I have 3 really good comparables, and I just went off a quarter mile. I didn't go farther than
You
that.
didn't go
But you
far.
can go farther than that and give your appraiser let me stop there real quick. Once you have those 3 comparables and you're gonna put them into, I would print those out, take it to your appraisal. When you go to your appraiser, you hand the appraiser those comparables. Hey, just wanted to make your life a little easier with a smile on your face. Here you go, here are the comparables. That way he can at least consider them. Even if he doesn't use them, he can consider them. All right, so once you do your search, you put in your criteria, how many bedrooms you're looking for, and all that, you get your comparables and you leave them there. We're going to do the next step. Let's turn this off again. Down here, we're gonna go back to here. I don't know if you guys remember last training, we did the auto email from down here. Okay, we clicked on, I think it was save to do the auto email, and then you're able to do that. In this case, we're gonna use this part called carts. Carts. So you're gonna put those comparables into a cart. Think of it as a shopping cart, like when you're going shopping on Amazon or in the store, you're putting these comparables into a little cart, and then you're gonna save that cart in there. All right, let me show you how to do that. So I clicked on my comparables.
So which one were they?
I clicked 256.26 and 254.21 and 127.61.
Okay, got it. And then we go to cards.
You can add more depending on what your property comes up with. If you go farther out, it's just depends on how many comparables you want to use and if you have enough. Some properties don't have more than 3, or they do, they're not the correct, square footage and all that. So when you click carts, you see add to, view, and new cart right here.
Yep.
It says add to, view. You're gonna create a cart. You're gonna put the cart name. You're gonna put Jenny's house.
Jenny's house.
If you have the contact saved in the MLS already, you need to
Jenny's house.
Select cart. Add to cart. Oh, new cart. I see.
So if you have them saved, you can add them here. If not, you create a new contact. I think you could save it. You could save it without adding the contact. So now that I click save down here, you see Jenny's house. has 3 comparables,
Oh, yeah.
right? You see, it says 3 comparables. Now, you're gonna leave that alone for a second. Now we're gonna start the CMA report,
That's cool.
okay? So now that you have those properties added to the cart, you're gonna go to My Matrix.
I made it.
You see that?
Uh-huh.
You're gonna go down to My CMAs.
I see it. Okay.
Click My CMAs. These are the CMAs that I've done in the last 6 months, or I don't even know what day, the last month or 2. You're gonna start a new CMA. You see down the left where it says Start New CMA?
Yeah.
You're gonna click Start New CMA. All right, so from here, you have select contact name. At this point, you're gonna wanna create a contact because this is, you're gonna send this to your seller. So you're gonna want your seller to be in here. Create a new contact. You're gonna put Jenny Torres, put my email address. And right here in the description, I usually put CMA for the property that you're doing the CMA
So I
for.
create a new contact.
I'm gonna create a new contact as well.
So Jenny,
So you can see, I'm gonna put in my name here, Jenny Torres, right?
your email,
My email,
JD Torres.
JD Torres 528 at yahoo.com, and I created the contact already. I'm saving it. So this contact name is Jenny Torres, and I'm gonna leave the CMA in English. You could change it to Spanish. So Yesenia, hay una porción aquí donde puedes poner el lenguaje del CMA en español. So si tienes un cliente que habla español y quiere el análisis en español, lo puedes hacer en español. All right, so we're gonna leave CMA language English, and we're gonna put CMA for 25505 Southwest 125th Court. So up here, there's little tabs,
Yeah.
okay? The next tab says pages. Okay, let's click the next tab that says pages.
Oh,
Okay, so right here you have available pages. If you open these plus signs, each one of those plus signs has documents there. I don't know, let me open
you
it
can
up.
put
So
like
you,
photos and stuff.
right, so what I usually do for a photo, which I'll show you now. I'm gonna click, these are things that you click. Once you click them, they move over to selected pages. So once you click a page, it's gonna move over and it's gonna be added to your CMA.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so for the cover, I usually do cover sheet with a photo.
Okay.
Then for subject and adjustments, I click it all. You can determine what it is that you want in there. So for the purposes of this training, I'm gonna click it all because it's all viable information. It's just when you get used to doing CMAs, you see what they really want and what they don't want, and if it's fluff or if it's not fluff. So I'm gonna click subjects and adjustments at the top. It'll add both of them.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you click comparables, it adds all 4 of them. Okay, static is all about the benefits of using a realtor, the importance of pricing. So I'm just going to use 2 for now. My guarantee to you and the benefits of using a realtor. We can add importance of pricing. You can add all of them if you want it to be a very extensive CMA. I'm just going to use 3 for now, and then we're going to click map because the CMA map, it maps all your comparables you put to your subject property. So that's always something good to have. All right, so once we've added the pages, we're moving on to the next tab at the very top, subject. Okay, so once you click subject, we're going to type in the subject property manually. I just do it because usually you can't put an ML number because the property you're doing a CMA for is not on the MLS. So there's no way of searching it that way. So I put in it manually. So type in the subject property manually. When you click on that, it comes up, your subject, your address, all that. So right here, we're gonna put 25505. The compass point Southwest and what's my address, people? 125th Court.
Yeah.
125th Court. Okay, then you can add the city name. We're gonna put Homestead here. The zip code is 33032. So you add in all of your property information. You're gonna put 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom.
So what's the zip code? 331?
33032. Total square footage, I also have it here. What is the total?
1300?
Oh, it doesn't tell me. Actual 1404.
1404.
Let's just put, let's just leave that blank for now. You can add it. You can also add the year built at the left. I'm just gonna leave it blank for purposes of the training, so we don't go into too much detail. And right here to the right, it says upload photo. So what I do here, if you don't have interior pictures of the property, I do a little snipe of the county photo, right? The aerial shot. So right here, we do the snipe tool. We snipe this, okay? We add it, save it. How do you save this, Brandy? I don't usually use this computer. Save, there we go, save it. And we're gonna do it right here, just save it to the files that you're used to saving it to. Go to back to matrix, browse, downloads. I don't know where I put it.
Desktop.
Is it on desktop?
No, I don't know what it's.
Maybe it's in here. No, sorry, Brandy, I don't know where I did it, whatever.
This PC.
No. Okay, well, I don't know where I saved it to, but usually if it's your computer, you're gonna save it to somewhere you know it's at, right? You're gonna click on the picture and it's gonna come up here and you're gonna have a nice little picture of the property aerial shot of it. I also like to do the map location right down here, because it'll give you the latitude and longitude of the property. So you're gonna put in the street address, 25505 Southwest 125th Court. Locate. It finds the property and you set the pin there, done. So you have the latitude and longitude, okay? Moving on to the cover. So the cover, it's gonna have the photo here. It's gonna have your agent information to the left and the seller's contact information. Now we're here at the good part. You go to the next tab is comparables. So what does it say down here? It says add from cart. Guess what? We just saved the comparables to a cart. So we're gonna find the cart that you just added. That's Jenny's house with 3 comparables. You're gonna click all the boxes and press add selected. So now you've added your comparables to your CMA. Next tab is called the map. And it's gonna map out the comparables. As you can see, super close. Here in the next tab, you can do adjustments. And as you can see, it gives you like a average, low, medium, average, and high price. So I can list my house on the low end for $340. I could put it in the middle for $357. I could do the average of $365, or I could list it high for $400. It all depends on what your seller wants, obviously, for the property, and this comparable analysis. That way you can determine, you can add, I think here's where you can add the bedrooms, the adjustments to your comparables.
Where should you list all? You know?
I would list, girl. I don't know where I would list.
415.
415. So here's a little summary in the next
Probably I'm
tab.
gonna sit there for 60 to 90 days.
Okay, to be honest, I'd probably list it probably at 349, 350 and see where it goes from there. Because it's, you know, it's between low and median. I could probably get more. If you list it properly, you
Here's a
can get a
suggestion
bit
your
more.
broker has.
What is your suggested list price, Ms. Broker?
I'm not giving you a number, I'm just suggesting something.
Okay, suggest it.
The median.
Always try to go for the closest property is comparable to yours, above that, which was 340, right?
Right, yeah, 340.
But lower, right under the active properties in the area. What was active in the area? Remember?
I don't know, I didn't add any
Check
action.
active.
I think there was one for 400, I'm not sure, but.
No, it was a close one.
Yeah.
And under the active property, if yours is comparable or this, better, if the active property is in worse condition than yours, then no, you understand?
Right. So in this summary section, you get your low, median, average. You can suggest the list price. I would,
What do you do with the suggested list price, Jenny?
so I don't put a suggested list price. I send it to my seller and then call them to discuss. So I talk to them based on the comparables. This is the average price, 365. Where would you like to list? I put the ball in their court because in my opinion, if you give them that list price, you're kind of saying you're gonna sell it there. If you put the ball in their court, they're like telling you where they want to list, and that way you can go from there. That's my suggestion. You can take it and put in, hey, I suggest you list your price at 400 grand. List your house at 400 grand, but it might, maybe they want 450 and you kind of, killed their bubble and then killed the deal at the same time. So I kind of like to see.
Agreed. So what I do is I fill out the client,
Right,
right? So
right.
if you have a client that tells you from the beginning, I'm not taking less than 450 for my house, then you're wasting your time putting a suggested price, right?
Right.
Now, if I see that the buyer has no idea and is asking my opinion, what I like to do is give them a range.
Right.
A very small
Exactly.
range. Your house can go from 340 or
To 360.
350 to
Exactly.
370 or 80. So depending on the
So you
client.
can add it here. I like to feel out the client. I don't write anything. So the next tab is finish.
Finito.
And right here, you still have to click email CMA, but you have a summary of what your CMA has, how many comparables you put in there, your picture, your subject details. So right here, you have to click email CMA.
I don't want to email it.
Yeah, email it to me. So here, oh, that was my phone.
Subject of the body.
Subject, I put CMA for 25505 Southwest. Oh, I put the wrong address, but I'm not gonna go back. Okay, so good morning, Ms. Torres.
Good morning, Mrs. Stewart.
Please see attached the comparative market analysis for your home.
Do I have to put corp or whatever, or can I just put CMA?
You could put CMA. I like
Okay.
to just write it out that way. Please see attached comparative market analysis for your
The
home.
problem is that a lot of your buyers are not gonna know what.
I
it is.
know,
Yeah,
I
give
know.
me a call
They're probably gonna look at it like, what is a CMA?
when
What
you
is
have
that?
a chance to discuss. Thank you. I just put a quick little email. I put the subject and I press send. And the MLS is gonna let you know once it's sent and gives you like a little, well, just like when you send properties out. Email sent to Torres Jenny. Okay? So that is,
Can we see what the report looks like?
sure, 255 right here.
Ooh, there it is.
CMA, we're gonna go to view CMA. I'm gonna give you guys, the next portion of this is gonna kill all this. I just learned something. Okay, so this is the way to do a CMA, the lengthy way and the right way to do it, obviously. So you have the first page is a picture, the subject property, and then summary of your comparable listings. So the average is 365, 667. Gives you all the details, all the comparables in detail. Little price graph,
Wow, this is pretty neat.
summary. It gives you another CMA Pro report. So it just depends on what tabs you add to your CMA and how long you want it. This one's 14 pages and I left some stuff out of it. So this is what the CMA looks like. There you go. You can email it again from here. You can delete the CMA. You can edit the CMA as well. And there you go.
So you go.
Okay. So, let's do a little recap of what the heck we just did. Recap. So you do a search for the criteria that your subject property has. 3 bedrooms, active, you're gonna wanna press close or active sales. You're gonna do the comparable search. You're gonna save it to a cart. And once you save the cart, you go into My Matrix. You're gonna go to My CMAs, click My CMA, start a new one, and go through the steps of creating the CMA. Once you get to the portion of the comparables, you're gonna add the comparables from the cart to your CMA and continue with the process. All right, now that we went over the CMA portion of the training, I'm gonna teach you about IMAPP. Have any of you used IMAPP before? Okay, I just found a quick way to do a CMA on IMAPP. This is the correct way. The correct way we just did is the old school, the get into the nitty gritty, which is the correct way to do it because you can find comparables that maybe the IMAPP is not pulling up, or RPR, whatever you use for your CMA. There's quick reports. I like to do the regular CMA and then run an RPR report to see what the difference is. Go on Zillow, see what Zillow has it listed at. So do a little bit of research, use a couple different apps, so on and so forth. But let me show you IMAPP. So IMAPP is going to be in these icons as well. ¿Dónde estás, IMAPP?
And that's on the gateway?
Yeah,
Right here, right next to
Got a blue
RPR.
world,
it's got a what?
a blue world on it. Mhm.
Yeah, it's right next to RPR.
Oh, it's
On
right here.
the fourth line.
Okay, let me turn off the light. Okay. So we found the little icon. It's right here. It has a little world. It says IMAPP.
Uh-huh.
Let's click on IMAPP.
There it is.
So we're going to log in.
Holy moly.
So right here, there's 3 different searches. You have tax search, MLS search, foreclosure search.
Ooh.
We're gonna do tax search because it's the one that I did earlier. And I have, you can click right here where it says the search fields. You have owner name, property address. So I'm gonna use property address and then put the property in the search value right here, the property address in the search value. So property address, we're gonna put right here 25505 Southwest 125th Court. So you can do the regular CMA and then run one on IMAPP. Okay, so once you put the address in, you're gonna click start search.
There it is.
So it pulls up the property
Where's that?
with all the information, tax record, where it's at.
Holy crap.
You have a little thing over here that says find comparables.
Yeah,
When you click that, it's gonna pull up all the comparables in the area.
makes it easier.
So it's a little easier, but I would suggest to do both anyways.
Holy crap, there's a whole
Oh
lot.
my God.
So
There's like 29,
look at all these comparable properties that have been pulled up.
30 properties.
Obviously, you're gonna wanna double check the 3.2. They're all 3.2s, 3.1s. The square footage of this one's 1330. This one sold for 357. I think this was on our original. Oh yeah, this is Marissa's house, I think.
Look, 340
Oh, no,
there.
it's not
That's
127.
315 is the one I'm talking.
340's up there too. The one we looked at.
So it pulls it up automatically. You don't have to go searching for them. It's a quick tool to use. Once you do your CMA, you can pull it up on IMAPP and see what IMAPP gives you. Obviously, it's not gonna be a full report to give your clients, but you can pull it out. Write them down and compare, or you can download comp data right here. There's a bunch of little tabs where you have the property tax information, find comparables, your MLS stats, demographics. Down here, it says download comps data. You could do that as well, save it as a PDF. It's a quick tool to use to compare and contrast off your CMA. So when you get a chance, go in there to IMAPP, mess around with the values a little bit, see what other tools are in there. There are a lot of IMAPP training videos on the Miami Trainers. YouTube channel. And if not on there, on the association's website as well. You can find the little training videos on IMAPP on there. Okay. Anything else you want to add, Lizzie, today? Okay, do you want to go over the haves and wants or we're good on that for now? Yesenia, te envié 2 emails con propiedades de 1 acre y propiedades de 5 acres para tu cliente que está buscando terreno. So after CMA, we went over IMAPP, haves and wants. Let me look to see. I already said Yesenia that. Dennis, we still have lots in Northport, Sarasota County. We have 3 lots still available at $40,000 each. If you know anybody in your sphere of influence or in your client list is looking for properties in Northport or Sarasota County.
What did we get new? Did we get anything new?
I got another potential renter in Hialeah. He's looking for something about less than 1,800. 2.
1,800 less.
Yeah.
And where did you say, Hialeah?
Hialeah, yeah, Hialeah Gardens.
And we're gonna get a new listing in Miami by the dog or horse races park.
Hialeah Gardens.
By where? By the
So that's calle 8 y la
Lejeune.
7.
Lejeune y la 7,
Lejeune.
by the dog track,
Mhm.
or Magic City Casino now.
Right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
so.
All right, I'm getting a listing by Magic City Casino.
That's where it is.
Casino, and that is a
A single family home. It's gonna have a corner lot, 10,000 square feet,
Oh, it's not bad. Okay.
and it also has a.
it's a 3-2, right?
Mm,
It was a 3-1. Sorry.
3-1.
It was a 3-1.
There you go.
And we're thinking somewhere in
One
the
story.
one story.
Single story.
Elderlies or somebody who has any, disability or issues
And
with.
we don't have
One.
list price yet,
I don't have a list price yet because I'm discussing it with the
but we're
seller.
looking at between.
Probably mid 5 to high 5, low 6, somewhere around there,
5 to 6.
550 to 600.
Yeah, I think 500 to 600K depending
That
on.
area is up and
No, I
coming
mean
now.
at 550. I ain't leaving it lower for the 500K. Get that pasa.
That area is up and coming now.
550.
So, it's up and coming now.
No, it's a big lot compared to the other homes around it there.
I'm
They're
telling
all pretty much 6,000 square foot lots. So this one is like, wow, she has a corner, she has a bigger lot.
Right,
And she's near the Marlins Park too.
right. Yeah,
Or
it's
Loan
very centric property and it has a lot of potential. I think it has an in-law quarters if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm not ready to list yet. We're waiting for
It's
for
coming
the
soon.
current tenants to move out.
Yeah, I have another rental that I did yesterday. Well, that we did a contract for, hopefully we're waiting approval on for 2,400. Right there in Villa del Sol or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah, so.
I
Yeah,
have this one coming up. They're still pressure cleaning the house. It's just a rental. Where's the photo I have of it?
Oh, that's right, this is getting
It has a pool. It's right there in
Go
Cutler.
with the pool.
It's right there in Cutler Ridge.
nice. How many bedrooms?
It's a 3-1
Oh, I need something 5 bedroom.
A
I'm still
3-1
looking for
with
the
the
5
pool.
gated
And
shed
how much,
and
Missy?
another gate.
Cutler Bay.
I don't know. That's what I wanted to
Okay.
ask you right
All
now.
right, you should look it up now and see.
It's really nice.
No, the house is very nice, very well maintained, very meticulously kept.
Cutler Bay?
Granite
Yes.
countertops.
Where in Cutler Bay?
everything's up.
Lizzie?
Not in Cutler Bay. It's actually, if you're on north on US 1, that Walmart that's on the left, if you hang a right and there's like those other neighborhoods, it's further back on the left-hand side. It's a big lot. Here, I'll show you.
South
the-
Miami Heights area.
South Miami Heights? Okay,
Yeah, pretty much. It's not Cutler. I thought it was Cutler Bay too until I went there myself.
yeah,
South Miami Heights.
yeah.
He's still cleaning, he's still prepping, he's getting it ready.
Sorry, my handwriting is not the best today.
We're still looking
It's
for that
right there
lady
on
we said too.
203rd Street.
That's very sunny, though. A lot of people look for that area. Hispanics love that area. so-
One
That's a good area right there.
11823 Southwest
You'll
two
rent that out
Church
right
Street.
away.
11823 Southwest.
$2,800.
So if you have someone looking for a rental in that area, just stay on top of us because it's gonna come up soon.
Yeah.
And you're gonna want dibs on that. A rental in South Miami Heights. What do we have over here? Alright, we got 10 more minutes. Okay, that one's coming up.
I ain't got no room.
Lazarus still looking for a rental, 1800 or less in Hialeah Gardens. We have a new listing coming soon on Les Jours.
Don't forget Crosswinds is opening. very
Crosswinds
soon.
opens next week, right?
Yeah.
Next week.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That is DR
Did we
Horton
get-
on 180,
Did we get prices already? Or not yet?
No, honey.
600 to 700K, Lazarus.
High
Field trips,
six,
high
No, I just wanted to know, we still have the
No, no
prices, but we didn't have the prices.
You won't know till the day of, they open, by the way. So you might as well market it right now at the low 700 and
Low
hope
seven.
that you know, you get a
Right.
client that's more than willing. By the way, it'll be a best offer scenario. So the client that you get has to be ready with his pocket, which most at that price point have, you know,
Have the pocket.
their pocket ready.
Yeah.
But just so you have a heads up, your client has to know that they're going with a best offer scenario.
Scenario where they have
Which
to
is the
come in
same
with
thing
their
as
highest and
what we
best.
do outside, right? What we do every
Right.
day. So don't be intimidated, just going with that same mentality, like if you're putting a offer on a
On a
resale.
resale,
It's
right.
just new construction.
But it's new construction and, you know, they have the options there. They have really good options. DR Horton still has inventory at
Hamilton,
Hamilton,
for-
Towns and Seascape,
yep,
and Regal Palm,
yep.
3 bedrooms. Regal Palms, 3.2 with the garage, 330s. Then you have,
I'm gonna go check out Onyx today, I'll let you know, not a huge fan of them because of their history, but they do have inventory for the end of the year.
right,
It's a single family and there's not a lot of single family.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this market, there is none, right? So we have to deal with what we have, right?
right.
So I would go check them out, 5 bedroom, 4 baths, in the 439 range, 450 range.
Really?
All concrete, impact windows, the whole 9.
Where are they buying?
Maybe you can go.
Down here, yeah.
Yeah, down here on 344, next
Let's
to the, yeah, we'll go now, Florida City Post Office. They're open Monday through Friday, normal hours like 11 to 5, and then on Saturday from 11 to 4.
They have impact windows,
They're paying 3% commission,
There's no HOA,
Oh, no, HOA, CDD?
no.
3% towards closing costs if you use their preferred lender, which I gotta verify for you. I might know their preferred lender. But I'll let you know.
This is in, Florida City, right?
And yeah, that's really close to the Florida City Post Office. So right next to where Forest Park is, which we've sold. Hooray. And
Speaking of,
that's a single family option, guys, because it's not the best offer scenario. It's a little less price. And some people don't want townhouses. Unfortunately, they're like, no, I don't want, I don't want la casa pegada. I want it to be
Right.
separate. Okay, well, I have something for you. And you take them there. They're gonna have to wait a little bit, but hey, less than a year, which right now for new construction, that's a great game, I think.
Right.
And that's how you
Yeah,
have to
this
sell it.
market, you have to push the new construction if you can't. get
And
your
guys,
clients in.
I
advertise.
just told Holly last
Advertise.
night, she was looking at mid-late year, so she re-signed her lease for only 6 months. I told her to re-sign it for the year.
It's all right. Well, she'll hit it with another bad news in 6 months. You gotta renew for another 6 months.
I still have that,
So the other thing I was gonna mention is advertise, guys, please, before we end the meeting, the most important thing is no business makes money without promotion. It just doesn't exist.
So there's free
there's-
promotion on
there's-
Facebook Marketplace.
If you haven't done Google Ads, they give you the $500 for free the first time. If not, do Facebook, but do promotions. There's plenty of things to promote.
Yeah.
Ask your manager for any of promotions, social media manager, the campaign manager, whoever's doing your ads,
Right.
or if you're doing them yourself. I was thinking of even going outside the bubble and advertising in out of state,
To out of state.
right.
clientele.
So we do have a lot of people that I've noticed are coming from California, New York,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So just think outside the box. Maybe a lot of realtors in the area are saturating this area. So if you have somebody from New York or California that's looking to move here and you're promoting over there, they're gonna call you.
Right.
Those people are coming with lots of cash. They're ready to go. They have a property they sold over there. So just food for thought.
Right, and leads are coming. We're working on the back end over here for our distribution of leads for you guys. I know that's a big thing because without leads, you can't really do much unless you
Yeah,
do
it's just
promotion.
taking a little time for us to understand the system, get
Right.
trained on it, be able to do it the right way. Obviously, we have to make sure that the right account is set up for the advertising for the team. So all that's in process. Is just, takes a
A little bit of time, but we're working on it, so you
But
guys.
besides what we give you, you should be promoting on your
Your
own
own, yeah.
as well.
Definitely, and
Okay.
sphere of influence, make sure you let everybody know you're an agent.
Hey, we also got a new program in Supreme, which is
Okay.
called Supreme Dream.
Okay,
Basically, it's 100% financing.
Really?
Yes, it's 100% financing it's considered to be an FHA loan, only for FHA. You still need 620 credit score, but we could go up to 50% DTI, and that's back end.
Wow.
So, and that loan could close in 30 days. So if you guys are having some problems with somebody that doesn't have sufficient money, they
Right.
still need some money, like for closing costs, but not the whole money for down payment and anything like that. So we do have programs for down payment assistance as well with Miami-Dade County.
okay.
I
Okay,
actually have a
so,
client that has that issue right now.
But it has to be FHA. So
It's FHA. Her thing was she doesn't have the money, so she was trying to go new construction because she
we can do
doesn't
it,
have
we
the
can do it
money.
on, we can do
The
it on.
problem is she only goes up to 280 with her qualification because of her income, and new construction has already surpassed that amount. So I think that if I can, offer her to get a resale, but with 100% financing, if she comes in with less money,
Mhm.
that might be an option.
So that Supreme Dream is very good and it closes within 30 days.
Supreme
That-
Dream.
Supreme Dream.
yeah, I
that's
think
what
I
it's
have
called.
someone too, I could offer that too, and then maybe possibly.
Yeah, because I was gonna put her on hold until she
This is a
saves more money. There's
100%
nothing I can do
I
with
don't know
her.
if
Depending
it's
on their
gonna be
credit.
But if that's an
620
option,
minimum
then
credit.
hey,
It's an option.
all she needs is
Yeah.
her. So on that, all she
And that's
needs,
50% back end DTI.
all she needs is her closing costs.
Right.
Right?
Usually like about 1%.
So you're doing 100% financing, you're not putting anything down, correct?
Okay, and how it works is, right, how it works is that you have two loans. So you have the 96.5 and then the 3.5 on the back end ratio. You don't pay anything. As long as you maintain 5 years worth of payments, not late, that second loan gets forgiven automatically.
Oh, wow,
That's a really
That's a
interesting
real-
program.
that is great.
So that's exclusive to Supreme Lending. Nobody offers that. Okay,
That is amazing.
so that's something that I went in and talked to George about
Okay.
on Friday when I had my meeting with him.
Oh,
And he's like, we're trying to push that
That's.
because a lot of people need the assistance.
Yeah.
So the
And they
Supreme
told me
Dream-
that it works for new construction as well.
Awesome.
So
So the Supreme Dream from Supreme Lending, 600 minimum credit score,
620.
100, 620 minimum credit, what did I say?
600.
Oh, 620 minimum credit score. 100% financing, you are gonna have to come in with some closing costs.
Right.
But they can do it with the 50% DTI. So your debt to income could be a little higher than usual. And it's a great program. Let's, if you have anybody interested or that needs that accommodation, let Lazaro from Supreme Lending know so that we can get you guys started with that. Thank you so much for coming to the meeting. Any questions, let me know. If you, Yesenia, si tienes alguna pregunta, me avisa. If you missed the CMA training, we have it recorded. We're going to email everybody and upload. We're going to email everybody a summary of the meeting itself, and we're going to upload the video to our YouTube channel, One Family Realty. Peace out. Anybody have any questions? Give us a call. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Yesenia.